Hello, this is Ian's POV. There's been a horrific attack in Golders Green in North London on the Jewish community. 2 people have been stabbed and are in hospital. When is this going to stop? What is the government doing to stop it? Is the guy a Muslim? Pose the question. The police officer said it's far right. Surely the guy is anti-Jewish. You don't need to make this up. You can see what happened. I want to know what the guy's religion was who did the stabbing. There's video. The locals videoed it. And the guy's coming towards the police and the police run away. The senior police officer that gave the press conference said the officers were scared that he had a bomb. They are there to protect the public. Are they not trained to handle knife-wielding extremists? I thought that was part of their training. So they taser the guy. Great, no problem at all with that. Then they jump on him, fair enough. Subdue him. Then there's one police officer comes in and starts kicking him in the head. What's all that about? The actions of the police in this incident need a lot of questions answered. The actions of the police are not good. There are bits that are good and bits absolutely terrible. But why would you go in and kick the guy in the head as a police officer? They are bound to use as much force as necessary. Kicking the guy in the head is not as much force as necessary. That's an attack on the assailant. That puts the police in the wrong. And now there's going to be a great big cover-up about that in the next couple of days. We've got to concentrate on what motivated this guy, and it's obviously anti-Jewish, anti-Islamic. I don't know. Is he Islamic? Is he a Muslim? This needs to be found out. But that's where the cover-up starts. Because they're now trying to say, oh, it's mental illness. But he might have mental illness. But what's his religion? Is that motivated him to carry out this attack? Is he homegrown or is he imported? It's another question that has to be asked. And a report just came on the telly that the government plans to bring in another 7.2 million immigrants. 7.2, where are we going to put them all? We haven't got enough for the people we got here now. Is Britain going to become a council estate? Well, where's the money going to come for to pay for it? They've attacked the ambulances, the 3 ambulances outside the synagogue. They were Muslims. There's been Muslim attacks all over Britain. Jews are having to create more security against the threat. One of our fundamental principles of the British Constitution is that you could come and abide and move around the country in peace. This government has failed big time. The problem is that a lot of the Labour Party are anti-Jewish. They are. They said they'd kicked him out of the Labour Party. But that's the only ones that were public about the Jewish community. Just think about it. The government recognises Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organisation linked to Iran, the IRGC. They're a terrorist group. So the government is recognising a terrorist group and supporting them in Gaza, but they won't support the Jewish people. Do you see what's happening? In my country, an MP, there was a celebrity, not an MP, a celebrity being, she said, "Oh, I'm worried about being English. Englishness is the problem." It's Englishness and the rights of an Englishman that gave us our rights and liberties. It was then adopted by the Welsh and then adopted by the Scottish and Irish when we formed the United Kingdom. Started off in 1215 with the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta was repealed, and there was a new Magna Carta in 1216, which nobody talks about. There was liberty of the subject tax. 1279 recognised the Magna Carta. 1254, you had the liberties of the subject, and that is where we get the phrase due process of law from. There was more liberty of the subjects, 1405, 1423. Rights and liberties not repealed should be upheld. And then we come to the big one. 1688. We had the Civil War. Parliament against the Royalists in 1644. Cromwell became the Lord High Protector. They offered him a king and he wouldn't take it. Then the king was restored. And then James II became a Catholic. So in 1688, we had the Glorious Revolution. William and Mary came over and took the crown jointly. Mary was James II's daughter. That put the crown in the hands of the Protestants. Under James II, Protestants were not allowed to hold government office. That is where we get our rights and liberties from. This government, the tyranny of this Labour government, is undermining those rights and liberties, not upholding them. And it's because we are English, not You just can't say, oh, because of Englishness. It's being English that has created those rights and liberties. And those rights and liberties ought to be upheld. And it's not far right. It's not far left, to be honest. It's being English. It's standing up for our rights and liberties. The Magna Carta and Bill of Rights. It's there. The government has to recognise that and do their part. I think the police need more training to handle these people, these terrorists. And that's what they are. These knife attacks, they are terrorists. They're terrorising the people. And the majority of them are because they are Muslim. They're extreme Muslims. The question is, and I don't know the answer, how do you stop it? I don't know. Cleverer men than me have got to work that one out. All I know is we've got to do something. First thing I would do is stop boat people. But the illegals we got here, send them back home. They're not making our streets any safer. They're terrorising females in our towns. And we've imported that. It's on our government's head. And I'm not just blaming Starmer. The Conservatives were part of it as well. They talk about the Lib-Lab-Dem Pact. It doesn't matter if you're a Liberal, Democrat or Conservative. They all follow this. They got blinkers on. They follow the same line. And that's being run by what they call the deep state. Liz Truss calls it the blob. I call it the deep state. Don't know who the deep state is. I have my theories. I think it's partly big business. And business that wants to control political aims so they can still make money. Just think about it. The government does not look after the migrants. They hand them, they process them when they come in. They go out to the 12-mile limit off of France and pick them up, bring them back here, then process them, then put them up in a hotel. Our taxpayers' money is paying for that. But the government isn't organising it now. They give it to a private company. It's privatised. This company is making a profit off of our misery. And as long as this continues, there will be more attacks on Jews. There will be more attacks on women. There'll be more attacks on us. And they will keep blaming the far right. I'm not far right. I'm just an Englishman asking for his rights and liberties to be upheld. Anyway, sorry, I just had to say something. Bye-bye for now.